a storm is a golden sky, though your sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm is a golden sky, though your sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mahatma Gandhi International Award for Reconciliation and Peace. I am Nireshni Govender, your program director for the evening, and on my right is Mrs. Nayantri Kanyai, who will be translating the function in sign language. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to our honored guests, Dr. Lillian Labib Fadi, who will be receiving the award on behalf of Dr. Hanan Ashrawi and the Honorable Zahava Galon. A welcome to our religious leaders of the different faiths. Ladies and gentlemen, they each carry with them a lit candle which signifies peace, light, and life. May I ask you to rise as our honorable guests light the candle. We would like to observe a minute's silence in memory of Rabbi Harris. Thank you. You may be seated. We'll now have the universal prayer by the religious leaders of the different faiths.
In the name of God, the most glorious, the most kind, we the people come in prayer to the source of all justice, truth, and peace. On behalf of our cities, our nation, our world, we ask you, help us to accept the challenges of faith, to protect the healthy and calm the fearful, to give courage to those in pain, to embrace the dying and comfort the bereaved, to care for the orphans and support all those in need. Unite us in your love and free us from fear. Make us instruments of your peace. Where there is ignorance and superstition, let there be enlightenment and knowledge. Where there is prejudice and hatred, let there be acceptance and love. Where there is fear and suspicion, let there be confidence and trust. Where there is tyranny and oppression, let there be freedom and justice. Where there is poverty and disease, let there be prosperity and health. Where there is strife and discord, let there be harmony and peace. Our world is sustained by three things: justice, truth, and peace. May we, by our thoughts, words, and deeds, hasten the time when the wrong and violence shall cease, that there may be justice in the land, truth among all its people, and peace established throughout the earth. May peace prevail on earth. Amen.
Thank you to our religious leaders and our honorable guests. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to call upon His Worship, Honorable Mayor Obed Mlaba, to officially welcome our guests.
Thank you, Program Director. Our Honorable Premier of the province of KwaZulu-Natal, the Honorable Dr. Sbusiso Ndebele, all honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskaram, Vanakam, Namaste, Sanbonani. I have great pleasure on behalf of the eThekwini municipality and the people of the city of Durban to present an occasional address at the Gdt Development Trust Awards and Lecture. Ladies and gentlemen, Mohandas Karacham Gandhi would be smiling through his bespectacled eyes this evening if he had witnessed this multicultural gathering of the people of South Africa. The Gandhi philosophy of peace and satyagraha, which means nonviolent protest, and Savodaya, meaning welfare for all, are simple but yet powerful instruments of the quest for world peace and interracial harmony. We are blessed with the esteemed presence of the Honorable Zehawa Galon of the Israeli Parliament and Dr. Faidi, who will be receiving an award on behalf of Dr. Ashrawi of the Palestinian Liberation Organization, the PLO, and the ruling party in the Palestinian Authority. This is precisely what the Gandhian philosophy is all about, bringing cultural diverse people together around the premise to agree to disagree. I take this opportunity of saluting Comrade Sister Ella Gandhi, granddaughter of Mahatma Gandhi, for driving this trust with passion and ensuring that your statesman-like grandfather's good name and reputation is preserved, protected, and perpetuated as we proceed on this journey for world peace while fighting adversities of poverty, racism, and diseases. I wish also to recognize Comrade Vasu Gounden, a young university anti-apartheid activist who went on to use his legal training to launch the African Center for the Resolution of Conflict and Disputes, known throughout the continent as ACCORD. At the outset, may I congratulate all the award candidates and assure you that winning the Gandhi Development Trust Award will certainly inspire your career into greater heights. Our association with M.K. Gandhi as a young and brave British-trained barrister goes back to the turn of the 20th century. Historically, our first link with the Indian subcontinent was in 1860, when British colonized India and dispatched thousands of indentured laborers to work on the sugarcane plantations in KwaZulu-Natal. Altogether, we are presently enjoying a solid friendship and relationship of 145 years. Tonight marks another milestone in the unique relationship between South Africa and India, between Durban and Delhi, between Durban and Chennai. Kindly allow me to highlight some significant snapshots in memory and praise of Mahatma Gandhi, who taught disempowered African, Indian, and colored people how to effectively use satyagraha in our political campaigns against the colonial apartheid rulers of the past. Many years before the birth of the British and global anti-apartheid movement, a young Indian lawyer arrived in South Africa. He was M.K. Gandhi, who, as the people of India say, arrived in our country as a lawyer and returned to India as a liberator. These shared experiences of Gandhiji brought the then struggling people of South Africa and India closer to one another. When India achieved independence in 1947, acting through the United Nations, the newly independent country's ambassador, Sarojini Naidu, raised the political profile of racial discrimination in South Africa. From then onwards, India remained in the forefront of the global struggle against apartheid. To enable us further to broaden and deepen our relationship with the Indian government and people, the Indian government allowed our movement, the African National Congress, semi-diplomatic status by opening a representative office in New Delhi. Even in the dark days of apartheid repression and underground activities, ANC leaders served as representatives in India, and some of the names that come to mind are the late Comrade Alfred Nzo, ANC Treasurer General Mendi Msimang, and Musa Mula. This certainly underlined the importance of the ruling ANC, which continues to attach to the relationship between South Africa and India. The diplomatic relationships between the new South Africa and India, galvanized around friendship and solidarity, continues to strengthen and flourish. Even Gandhi has assisted in rallying the forces of liberation in our country. Gandhi's presence in Durban and later in Johannesburg has inspired the formation of the Natal and Transvaal Indian Congresses, which were aligned to the ANC. Ladies and gentlemen, Gandhi was to spend 21 years in South Africa, undeterred by the racism meted out to him and the Natal judiciary's decision not to admit him to the bar as an advocate. And he established the Gandhi settlement in Phoenix, presently a heritage site, and the Tolstoy farm in Johannesburg as a living legacy for all South Africans to live in peace and harmony, and in particular to work closely with the poor and the downtrodden of our society. I'm honored to say that I am a member of this Phoenix settlement in honor of Gandhi. The city of Durban is proud to have been associated with the revamped station building where Gandhi boarded a train to Johannesburg, only to be ejected unceremoniously in Pietermaritzburg for having occupied a whites-only compartment. The building is home to the Indian consulate. This racial incident had created an international storm, once again embarrassing the then British Raj and stirring up the revolutionary hearts of Indians and black South Africans alike. However, Gandhi's imposing bronze statue stands solidly, and the cacophony of sound and people in the hearts of Pietermaritzburg, where the provincial seat of power continues with its business of deepening democracy and building a better life for all. In essence, Gandhi had inspired Nelson Mandela and thereby an entire nation with its simple and yet powerful philosophy of nonviolent protest. In October 1990, when Mr. Mandela was released from prison, he visited India and was awarded the Bharat Ratna. 5 years later, he visited India as chief guest of India's Republic Day celebration, and again in March 1997 on a state visit when the Red Fort Declaration was signed. In 2001, he was awarded the Gandhi Peace Prize. To all the recipients of this evening's award, I say, well done on your achievements. May this award inspire you to make your contribution to peace, social justice, and democratic values. Finally, let me assure you that the eThekwini Unicity will continue to support these prestige awards and lecture ceremony, and the City Hall will always be open to this event. Naturally, I wish to end with a quote from Gandhi, and I quote, "If we all believed in an eye for an eye, the world will be blind." Close quotation. I thank you.
Thank you, Your Worship, for that inspiring message. Ladies and gentlemen, in order for you to have an understanding of the significance of this award, we have placed on your table a program of events which have been slightly amended, together with the significance of the award and a brief biodata of this year's two recipients. We have also included on your table a registration form that can be filled during the course of the evening. We now have a musical item by a group of singers who are living with disability. I call Mr. Colin Gumede and his group, the Green Berets. thank you to Colin Gumede and his group of talented artists. Ladies and gentlemen, in the Gandhian spirit of inclusiveness, the Gandhi Development Trust has ensured that we cater for those living with disabilities. May I acknowledge the presence with us of a group of students from the Durban Institute of Technology who are living with deafness. We have made provision today to cater for their needs in keeping with the promotion of awareness last week of the deaf in our community. Let us celebrate our unity in our diversity and create opportunities for everyone to reach their potential and their dreams. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, may I call on the Suwela Sonke Dance Theatre and some of the children from the company's training and development programs. They will perform a specially choreographed dance piece based on Gandhiji's teachings as well as the principles of the Freedom Charter. It is also a tribute to the courage and strength of our 2 award recipients this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the Suwela Sonke Dance Theatre.
Night falls slowly in the neighborhood. We can't fall asleep. We are waiting for the dawn, for the sunlight to shine on our faces, to warm our hearts and our souls. For now, we can't sleep, because the silence is always disturbed, shattered by the sounds of shots fired from unknown points. Gandhiji said, "The force of arms is powerless when matched against the force of love or the soul. Nonviolence is an active force of the highest order. It is sole force of the power of the Godhead within us." I discovered, he said, in the earlier stages that pursuit of truth did not admit violence being inflicted on one's opponent, but that he must be weaned from error by patience and sympathy. appears to be truth to the one may appear to be error to the other. So the doctrine came to mean vindication of truth, not by infliction of suffering on the opponent, but on oneself. Clause 10 of the Freedom Charter states, "There shall be peace and friendship. South Africa shall strive to maintain world peace and the settlement of all international disputes by negotiation, not war. Peace and friendship amongst all our people shall be secured by upholding the equal rights, opportunities, and status of all. The right of all peoples of Africa to independence and self-government shall be recognized and shall be on the basis of close cooperation." Oliver Tambo said, "We cannot be true liberators unless the liberation we will achieve guarantees all children the rights to life, health, happiness, and free development, respecting the individuality, the inclinations, and capabilities of each child. Our liberation would be untrue to itself if it did not, amongst its first tasks, attend to the welfare of the millions of children whose lives have been stunted and turned into a terrible misery by the violence."
The Children's Charter of South Africa.
All children are created equal and are entitled to basic human rights and freedoms.
All children deserve respect, special care, and protection and guarantees of all the rights of the Charter, and should not be discriminated against because of color, race, sex, or for any other reason.
All children have the right to express their own opinions.
All children have the right to practice their own religion, culture, or beliefs without fear.
All children have the right to be protected from all types of violence, from corporal punishment at school, from the police and in prisons, and at home.
All children have the right to be protected from neglect and to have safe places where they can go for help and safety from violence.
All children have the right to a safe, secure, and nurturing family, and love and affection from their parents and family.
All children have the right to clothing, housing, and a healthy diet.
All children have the right to free and equal compulsory education.
All children have the right to be protected from child labor.
No child should be forced to live on the streets.
Homeless children have the right to be protected from abuse from police.
Children will no longer remain silent about their rights.
This is the Children's Charter of South Africa.
A big thank you to the Suwela Sonke troupe. Ladies and gentlemen, this annual event is indeed part of South Africa's rich heritage and legacy of non-violence. Mahatma Gandhi spent 21 years of his life here in South Africa. It was here that the transformation in his thinking and personality took place, and a Mahatma was born. However, very few people recognize the significance of South Africa for the peace movement. South Africa must claim this important legacy, and among the many other initiatives, this award features as a reminder to us and to the world that Mahatma and Satyagraha, non-violence in action, was born here. Significantly, ladies and gentlemen, the 11th September 2006 will be 100 years since the movement was first mooted in the then Transvaal at the Empire Theatre. Gandhiji writes about that day. He says, "The old Empire Theatre was packed from floor to ceiling. I could read in every face the expectation of something strange to be done or happen. The most important among the resolutions passed by the meeting was the famous fourth resolution, by which the Indians solemnly determined not to submit to the ordinance in the event of its becoming law in the teeth of their opposition, and to suffer all the penalties attaching to such non-submission. All present, standing with upraised hands, took an oath with God as witness not to submit to the ordinance. I can never forget the scene. None of us knew what name to give to our movement. A small prize was therefore offered, in the Indian opinion, to be awarded to the reader who invented the best designation for our struggle. Thus, the word Satyagraha was coined." Gandhiji explains, "Truth, Satya, implies love, and firmness, Agraha, engenders and therefore serves as a synonym for force, the force which is born of truth and love or non-violence." We now come to the moment we have all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of the awards. May I call Mr. Vasu Goundan of the Gandhi Development Trust to introduce our guests and read the citations of the joint award that is being presented to Honorable Zahava Galon and Dr. Hanan Ashrawi. As Dr. Hanan Ashrawi was unable to be with us this evening, we will show brief clips of Dr. Ashrawi's life on our big screens. Mr. Vasu Goundan.